Okay, so I just stumbled upon Elysia, this fascinating new agentic platform that utilizes decision trees for dynamic tasks.
Weight decision trees. That's a cool way to make decisions. How exactly does it adapt to different contexts?
Right, so the idea is that an agent decides which tools to use based on its environment. It's a bit like having a really smart assistant.
That's interesting. But doesn't that also assume the context is clear? What if inputs are ambiguous?
Exactly, it raises the question of how well it can interpret confusion. I wonder how it handles uncertainty.
And does it require much setup? I read something about API keys and weaviate clusters.
Yeah, you need to configure it, which sounds a bit technical. It's like programming your assistant.
Haha, so it could be daunting for less technical users. Is there a demo version to play around with?
Absolutely, they have a rate-limited demo to experiment with. It's a great way to test it without diving into the setup.
That's smart. I think making it accessible is key. How does it handle user data?
Good point, Elysia doesn't store data locally. Instead, everything is tied to the weaviate cluster.
Oh, that must ease privacy concerns. But what happens if someone wants to delete their data?
You can delete collections that start with Elysia, so users have control over their data, which is nice.
That is neat. But I wonder if it could lead to confusion for users who aren't familiar with that naming scheme.
True, it might be a bit technical. It's like if my phone only let me delete apps I didn't understand.
Haha, exactly. So how do you connect your own data to Elysia?
You just connect to your weaviate cluster, and Elysia identifies any existing collections automatically.
That sounds efficient, but I hope it doesn't overlook preprocessing needs for diverse data types.
Good catch, preprocessing seems crucial. Without it, the insights might be skewed or inaccurate.
Exactly. And how does Elysia perform if a user isn't using pre-trained models or tools?
Well, you can choose different models, but the effectiveness may vary depending on the toolset.
That's interesting, but shouldn't it suggest optimal tools based on data types?
You'd think so? That could really enhance user experience. I'm curious if they plan to include that feature.
Yeah, it would be a game changer. Also, did you notice it's open source? That's exciting.
I did. It means anyone can contribute, which could lead to rapid improvements and innovations.
For sure, but it also implies that not all features might be well tested initially.
That's true. User contributions might lead to inconsistencies if not managed carefully.
So it's like a double-edged sword. The potential is immense, but there are caveats.
Exactly. It's exciting to see how this evolves. I wonder what the main target audience is.
I assume it's for developers and data scientists, but what about broader users?
Good question. If it's aimed solely at tech-savvy users, it might miss out on a wider audience.
Right, balancing user-friendliness with complexity is key to wider adoption.
For sure, if they can simplify the interface while keeping robust functionality, they'd hit a goldmine.
And fostering a community around an open-source platform could amplify support and learning opportunities.
Totally, imagine user-led tutorials and workshops. They could spark incredible innovations.
That would be amazing, but it also raises concerns about maintaining quality control.
Very valid. They need some sort of vetting for contributions to keep the integrity of the platform.
Agreed, it's a fascinating landscape for AI and decision-making tools. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Same here, I'll definitely keep an eye on how Elysia develops and how it tackles these challenges.
Me too, it's like watching tech evolution in real time. There's just so much potential.
I know, right? What do you think will be the biggest impact of using something like Elysia?
I think it could democratize data-driven decision-making, but how reliable will that be?
Exactly, it's about trust in the system. If users feel confident, they might embrace it fully.
That's going to be the crux, isn't it? If they can build that trust, it could revolutionize many fields.
For sure, and I can't wait to see how users utilize it creatively. The possibilities are endless.
Right? Just the thought of exploring those unknowns gets me excited. What a conversation.
Absolutely, we should catch up on updates as Elysia rolls out more features.
Definitely. Let's see if they achieve that balance between complexity and accessibility.